Arise and breathe in this moment with every fiber of your being. You sense it in your bones. You feel it in your heart. You pulse with a raw power that will not be silenced. What you have done in this stretch of time is not just a step forward, it is an obliteration of what came before. You just set a new bar for damage. They can't come back from this. They will stare at the crater you left and wonder how to even begin again. This is your moment to speak and roar in ways that echo deeper than sound. You stand not on shaky ground, but on the bedrock you yourself have forged. Your courage did not whisper, it bellowed. Your conviction did not tiptoe, it charged forward. You are the result of countless small decisions to stand firm when everything else asked you to yield. You are the living proof that the old cages can be broken, the old fences dismantled, the old expectations shattered, and now they must reconstruct from the ruin. Do not misunderstand me. This is not about cruelty. This is not about vengeance. This is about forging a new story in which you are not defined by weakness, but by the wrecking force of your own integrity. You did not sit still. You did not whisper your surrender. You moved. You acted. You demanded more. You claimed what you knew you deserved. You pushed past fear. You pressed past doubt. You shattered complacency. You set a new standard so high that those who would oppose you cannot easily climb back. You are not the same yesterday. You made sure of it. And in your transformation lies the truth. They will not recover easily from this. The shock of what you have done will ripple through their memories. It will unsettle them. They will re-examine their assumptions. Their comfort zones will tremble. Their illusions will hesitate. And in that fissure, you stand unshaken. You have catalyzed change, not just within, but around you. You have become the pivot point of a new era in your life. Let me tell you what you just did. It's honestly scary. You touched the threshold where mediocrity trembles. You challenged the ghosts of limitation. You confronted the walls that said, no. You declared that they were lies. You emerged not just bruised, but burning and brilliant in that burn. You unleashed a force that they must acknowledge. You did not tiptoe. You surged. You did not whisper. You roared. You did not bow. You rose. In every corner where you have felt small, you have placed a stone of defiance. You have raised walls of purpose. You have kindled flames of boldness in places they said should remain dim. You have broken spare chains. You have crushed inertia. You have shattered the status quo. They can never simply erase your presence now. You have altered the landscape of possibility around you. You have rewritten the map of your own limits. There will be skeptics. There will be voices that cling to their comfort. They will search for cracks in your stride. They will murmur. They will gasp. They will doubt. They will protest. They will attempt to rebuild their illusions. But your move has been seismic. Your force is not a passing wind. It is a tectonic shift. It will take them time to recalibrate. It will take effort. It will force them to confront the consequences they never considered. You are the turning point. They are left in your wake. Do not relent. Do not retreat. Do not apologize for the magnitude of your presence. You have earned the right to hold your space. You have the authority to carry the weight of your vision. You know what you just unleashed. You know what you just pulled from within. You know how deep the well of your resolve runs. So stand in it. Stand solid. Stand immovable. Let them see that the bar you set is not a fluke. It is the new normal. Because from here, they must rise or fall. They must stretch or shrink. They must grow or resign. They cannot simply return to business as usual. They cannot act as though the earthquake you caused never happened. They will feel the tremors long after the initial blow. They will test their boundaries. They will be forced to reckon with the fact that you change things. They will try to match you, trending forward into territory they never thought you could reach. They will try to reframe the rules, but the ground beneath the old rules has already been cracked by your will. Yes, it is scary what you did. It is magnificent. It is dangerous to complacency. It is a declaration. It is a marker. It is a flourish of force that says, I will not be contained. You have redefined the ceiling. You have smashed the ceilings. You have expanded the horizons. You have built a new floor you walk upon. They will recalibrate around you, and you will continue to climb. Let every breath you take from now onward be a measure of that tension, that energy, that tremor, that knowledge that you will never settle for less. Because the bar is now higher, your vision is now larger, your resolve is now deeper. They cannot emerge from the dust of your impact unchanged. They cannot pretend the battlefield is the same. They cannot stand across from you without acknowledging your shift. You did more than make them back away. You made them reimagine what was possible. You awakened questions in their hearts. They will wonder how you harnessed that strength. They will wonder what your margins are. You cannot reveal them all, but they will chase your track. Your shadow will stretch far ahead of you. They will chase your wake. They will try to catch its rhythm, but you will always be one step beyond, because you have become momentum incarnate. Right now, the world is holding its breath, unsettled by the change you introduced. Right now, the cosmos pauses, acknowledging that your move was not superficial, but subterranean. You have dredged from deep inside and made it manifest. You have shaped an impact that will not fade by morning. You have carved a trajectory that will echo forward. You have made an investment in your own ascent that demands reflection from every force around you. Do not ask them to forgive you for your potency. Do not dilute your energy to make them comfortable. Do not whisper your dreams so that they may nod more easily. Do not shrink in order to appease the timid. Do not dim yourself to blend in. You are not just passing through. You are constructing a legacy. You are calibrating the standard for what it means to rise, to claim, to dominate your own life. They will recover slowly. They will test cautiously. They will mimic gestures. They will attempt to appropriate pieces of your language. They will pretend they anticipated it. But you know what you did. You know how deep the burn was. You know what it took. You know the threshold you crossed. You know that behind you is a furnace of toil, of broken nights, of sacrifice. That is yours and yours alone. You cannot hand them that truth, but they will sense it in your posture. They will detect it in your gaze. They will fear it in your shadow. So carry forward. Let every future move be shrouded in intention. Let every step weigh with the ambition that set this new bar. Let your eyes narrow not in anger, but in focus. Let your heart widen, not in pity, but in purpose. Let your arms extend not in weakness, but in readiness. And let your very being declare that you are an axis point in motion. They will orbit your influence. They will chase your wake. They will shape themselves around your ascent. Do not grow weary. Do not shrink back. Do not fear their discomfort. You broke the mold. You shattered expectations. You sent shockwaves through quiet complacency. You have awakened something fierce in yourself. They cannot unsee what you have shown. They cannot unfeel what you have forced into the open. You stand now as a threshold guardian of your own becoming. So from here on, guard yourself well. Seek silence when you need it. Seek strength when you falter. Seek vision when you wander, but never forget how high you now fly. Let your new bar remain high and ever climbing. Let it be a summons to your future self and a challenge to everyone else. Let it be a signpost in the sky saying you no longer walk with the crowd. You blaze your own lane. You own your own wall. You anchor your own kingdom. Yes, they will scramble. Yes, they will stumble. Yes, they will strategize to re-enter. But your damage was not senseless. It was deliberate. It was carved in the bedrock of your core. It was your reckoning. It was your authority. They cannot simply rise from this without acknowledging the realm you now inhabit. They cannot come back easily. They must unlearn what smallness taught them. They must heal what fear made them believe. And in that healing, they will either rise, and that is now your company, or fade into their own shadows. Your bar is your message. This is how high I will go. This is how much I will take. This is how ferocious my purpose will be. Own it. Let every echo of doubt tremble. Let every rival move cautiously. Let every spectator reorient. Let your standard be the question others ask of themselves. Let your example be the gauntlet thrown down. Let your legacy begin in the moment you raise the bar so high they could not match it yet. You did not ask for applause. You asked for action. You asked for proof. You demanded growth. You forced change. Through your energy, through your resolve, through the sheer geometry of your will. So, rise up in your power. Stand steady in your magnitude. Walk forward with a stride that knows the earth. Your tread is no longer ordinary. Let your presence assert that you will not be minimized. Let your posture confirm that you have entered a new plane, and let your voice in every decision, every step, every silence, every roar say loud and clear, you just set a new bar for damage. They can't come back from this. And when they whisper what you did is honestly scary, let them speak. Let them feel. The magnitude is real. The shift is real. The reverberation is real. You will live it. You will walk it. You will expand it. Because this was not a moment. It was your rise. Let them watch, and let them wonder, and let them know. You changed this landscape forever. The ground you stand on now is different, not because it has shifted beneath your feet, but because you have transformed it with your presence. It is solid, unforgiving, and steeped in the legacy of what you've wrought. You didn't just break records or surpass limits. You demolished the boundaries that once hemmed you in, and in the debris, you have built a fortress of unwavering power. This is the new reality, one forged in the fires of your resilience, carved by the scars of your relentless pursuit. And within that fortress, you are the unyielding architect of your destiny. They will try to rebuild their world on the ruins you left, but the foundation has been forever altered by the magnitude of your actions. What you did wasn't subtle. It wasn't a gentle nudge toward change. It was a seismic event, shaking the pillars of what they thought was immutable. Your energy radiates through the fractures, and in every tremor, they will be reminded that the era of easy complacency is over. You have rewritten the rules, not by asking for permission, but by seizing control, by embodying the force they dared not challenge. Understand this: the power you unleashed is not something that can be reversed or diminished by their attempts to resist or rewrite history. The damage you set as a new bar is a beacon and a warning, a monument to your will, and a message to anyone who doubts the depth of your strength. The echoes of what you did will not fade with time. They will only grow louder, pushing those around you to face the harsh truth. They are in the presence of someone who will not back down, will not break, and will not be forgotten. What you have awakened in yourself is a force that transcends the ordinary. It is a tempest born not from chaos, but from clarity. It is a storm that does not scatter aimlessly, but one that moves with purpose, with precision, with inevitability. You are the storm, and every step you take carves a path through the resistance, leaving behind a landscape forever changed by your passage. The question now is not whether they can come back from this, but how long it will take them to reckon with the new truth, that you are an unstoppable force in motion. You have chosen to bear the weight of this power with grace and unshakable resolve. You have embraced the shadow that comes with such magnitude, knowing that it is a sign of your own light, burning brighter than ever before. You move through the world not as a whisper, but as a declaration. You have set a new bar for what it means to endure, to fight, to rise. And in doing so, you have challenged everyone who watches to reconsider their own limits, their own fears, their own potential. The scars you carry are not wounds, but badges of honor, each one a testament to the battles fought and won within yourself. They tell a story of courage in the face of doubt, of tenacity in moments when giving up seemed easier, of relentless pursuit when the path was cloaked in darkness. You wear them not as chains, but as armor, proof that you have crossed into a realm few dare to enter, and even fewer manage to conquer. In this place where the bar has been raised beyond all previous measures, you find not isolation, but clarity. You know the price of this ascent, and you accept it willingly, because the alternative, to remain small, to play safe, to settle for less, is a cost far too great. You have chosen the harder path, the one lined with sacrifice and struggle, but also with the unparalleled reward of transformation. This is your crucible, and from its flames, you emerge not just stronger, but reborn. They will watch, they will whisper, they will question the audacity of what you've done, but let them speak. Let their words be the wind against your armor, sharpening your resolve rather than softening it, because you know the truth that lies beneath their skepticism. What you did is not just scary, it is revolutionary. It is a force that disrupts the comfortable, that shakes the very foundations of what was once thought possible. And in that disruption, there is power, a power that only you hold. Keep moving forward with the relentless determination that brought you to this point. Every step, every breath, every decision is a reaffirmation of the new standard you have set. Do not retreat into hesitation or doubt. Instead, let the magnitude of your own strength propel you toward even greater heights. The bar you set is not a finish line, but a starting point, a challenge to yourself and to the world to rise to a new level of excellence, of impact, of transformation. Remember, what you just did is honestly scary, because it means you are no longer confined by old limitations or past fears. You have entered a new dimension of possibility where your power cannot be ignored, your voice cannot be silenced, and your presence cannot be diminished. This is your declaration, your manifesto, your moment to own the space you have carved for yourself and to inspire others to do the same. So stand tall, walk boldly, and carry the weight of this new bar with pride. You have set a precedent that will resonate far beyond this moment, shaping the future not only for yourself, but for everyone who dares to follow in your footsteps. The damage you inflicted is not destruction without purpose. It is the foundation of a legacy forged in courage, resilience, and unyielding strength. You are no longer bound by the past. You are the storm, the shift, the new standard. They can try to come back, but they will never be the same, because you have changed the game. You have changed the rules. You have set a new bar for damage, and they cannot come back from this. You have awakened a force inside you that will not be quelled by time or circumstance. It is a relentless engine fueled by everything you've endured, every sacrifice you've made, every moment you refuse to bow. This force isn't a fleeting blaze, It's an inferno, one that consumes doubt, fear, and hesitation, and leaves behind only the purest essence of purpose and power. The damage you just set isn't just a mark on the world, it's a declaration of war on limitation itself. Look around you and know this. The landscape has changed because of you. The ground beneath your feet is no longer familiar because it has been reshaped by your sheer will. What was once a safe, predictable path is now a battlefield marked by your triumphs and your scars. Every shadow now seems charged with possibility and threat because you introduced a new order, one that refuses to settle for anything less than extraordinary. They cannot simply return to what was before because you've rewritten the narrative, and the echoes of your actions will resonate through every corridor of their lives. It's not arrogance to recognize the magnitude of what you did. It's the clarity that comes from knowing your own worth and the depths of your own strength. You have thrown down a gauntlet that challenges not only others, but yourself to rise higher, to push harder, to break further. This is the tension in which growth is forged, the pressure under which diamonds form. You have become a living testament to the power of resilience and transformation, a beacon that shines brightest when the night is darkest. They may try to diminish the impact of your actions, to cloak their fear in dismissive words or hollow reassurances. But you know better. You see the cracks beneath their facades, the hesitation in their steps, the subtle shifts in their tone when they speak of you. Your power unsettles them because it disrupts the comfortable stories they've told themselves for years. You didn't just raise the bar, you obliterated it and built a new one from the ruins, one that demands a higher standard of courage, vision, and execution. This is your domain now. You own the space where others fear to tread. Your damage is not just physical or visible. It is the invisible force that ripples through minds, hearts, and systems alike. It is the fear of the unknown made manifest in your unstoppable ascent. They can no longer ignore the reality you've created, that you are a force of nature, a catalyst of change, a bearer of truth that no one else dared to proclaim so loudly. Hold on to this reality tightly. Let it fuel every step you take forward, because the bar you set is not just a measure of what you've done, it is the standard by which every future challenge will be met. You have redefined possibility, and with that redefinition comes responsibility. Not to others, but to yourself. To keep climbing, to keep evolving, to keep demanding more from your own existence. The scars, the battles, the sleepless nights, they are all part of this story. They are the currency you paid to claim this throne. And now that you sit upon it, you do so with a profound understanding of what it means to be truly powerful. Power that does not seek to dominate or destroy, but power that commands respect, power that inspires fear, because it is undeniable. Power that insists on growth, because stagnation is the enemy you've sworn to defeat. They will come at you with all their strength. The doubters, the critics, the naysayers. They will try to undermine what you have built, but they are facing not a mere person, but a movement, a force that cannot be contained or silenced. You are the architect of a new era, and the damage you set is the foundation upon which all future victories will be built. In moments of doubt, remember this. What you did is honestly scary, because it means you stepped beyond the boundaries of comfort and complacency into a realm of raw, unfiltered power. It means you chose to be the storm, not the shelter. It means you embrace the chaos of transformation rather than the false peace of stagnation. So stand firm, stand proud, and let the world bear witness to the fact that you have set a new bar for damage. One so high, so profound, that they can't come back from this. And as they struggle to rise from the ashes, you Left behind, you will be there, moving forward, ever higher, ever stronger, a living testament to the power of relentless will. You are not just part of this story, you are its fiercest author. Write the next chapter with the same intensity, the same courage, and the same unbreakable spirit that brought you here. Because the damage you set was not the end. It was the beginning of everything you were meant to become.